this is a type of function. It's a similar to a piecewise function, but it's the same rule for all of your values. It's called the greatest integer function, which pairs every real number x with the greatest integer less than or equal to x. For example, if you have 8.4, it's going to be 8 when you take the greatest integer function. If you have -5, it's just -5, because that's already an integer. If you have pi, which I hope you remember, it's 3.14659 something. The greatest integer less than or equal to pi, it's 3. If it had the value -6.9, the greatest integer less than or equal to x is going to be -7. In other words, you always round your number down to the next integer, or the previous integer, to the previous integer to that value. So here's a rule in general. For all the values from -2, including -2, to almost -1, it's -2. Think of -1.9, -1.8, -1.4, and so on. All of them are going to be just -1. Sorry, -2. I'm sorry, -2. All the values in between -1 and 0 are going to round down to -1. All the values between 0 and 1, including the 0, are going to round down to 0. All the values from 1 to 2, including the 1, are going to round down to 1, and so on.